Rents are finally dropping, but not everywhere. In some U.S. cities, landlords are slashing prices, renters are negotiating deals, and for lease signs are stacking up like pancakes at a diner. And the best part? I've got the top 10 cities where rents are actually crashing in 2025. Stick around, because a few of these names will surprise you. If you've ever felt crushed by rent hikes, you're not alone. For years it's been up, 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 but 2025 brought a twist. Remote work shifts, overbuilt luxury apartments, and people moving out of hot markets have left some cities with way more supply than demand. Translation? Deals are back on the table. So, let's count down the 10 cities where rent is taking the biggest dive, and what it feels like to live there right now. Phoenix was once the poster child of runaway rent growth, but fast forward to today, and rents have slipped by nearly 6%. Overbuilding in the suburbs and residents fleeing record heat waves means supply is finally outrunning demand. Locals say it's easier to bargain with landlords. Imagine scoring a free month's rent just by asking. Yes, Florida makes the list. Tampa's boom cooled as insurance costs and hurricane worries nudged people inland. Developers built shiny new complexes, but the demand just isn't keeping pace. Rents dropped around 5%, and suddenly retirees and remote workers are looking north. Remember when everyone and their cousin was moving to Boise? Prices soared, locals got priced out, and now vacancy signs are everywhere. Rents are down 7% from last year. It's not dirt cheap, but for families who felt the squeeze, this is a breath of fresh air. Here's one that doesn't get much press. Minneapolis. With new apartment towers flooding the skyline, rents are dipping fast. Downtown studios are now competing with suburban spots, meaning more leverage for renters. One local told me they just negotiated $150 off monthly rent, plus a gym membership thrown in. Not bad. Austin's Keep It Weird vibe attracted waves of tech workers during the pandemic. But when the tech layoffs hit and remote work reshuffled, demand cooled. Combine that with record construction, rents dropped 9%. It's still not cheap, but for Austin, this is a reset button. Atlanta's been hot for years, but new supply is everywhere. Developers overshot demand, and renters are now spoiled for choice. With rents down about 8%, students and young professionals are locking in deals that felt impossible just 2 years ago. Seattle's slowdown is real. As Amazon and other tech giants shifted their remote work policies, thousands of workers bolted for cheaper regions. Now luxury apartments sit half empty, and rents are down 10% in some neighborhoods. Think about it. Once $2, 400 apartments are being advertised for $2,100 or less. Denver's outdoor lifestyle still draws newcomers, but not enough to soak up the glut of new apartments. Rents are slipping 10% here too, especially in mid-tier complexes. Locals who stuck it out through the boom are finally seeing relief. It's no shocker. San Francisco rent is plunging again, down nearly 12%. Remote work didn't just dent demand, it cratered it. People left for cheaper states, and landlords are scrambling to fill units. For the first time in years, renters actually have the upper hand in San Francisco. The biggest crash? Las Vegas. After years of rapid growth, rising costs, and a housing boom that overshot demand, rents have dropped about 13%. Locals say apartment complexes are practically begging tenants with move-in specials, free parking, and flexible leases. And here's the wild card. You'd think New York or LA would be on this list. But guess what? Their rents are stubbornly high. Stick around to the end and I'll explain why. So what's driving this rent crash? It's a mix. Overbuilding. Too many shiny new apartments, not enough tenants. Remote work shifts. People moving to smaller, cheaper towns. Local economics. Job markets slowing in places that were once booming. For renters, this is a window of opportunity. For landlords, well, let's just say those application fees aren't scaring people anymore. If you're hunting for lower rent in 2025, these 10 cities should be on your radar. But remember, it's not just about the price. Always factor in jobs, cost of living, and lifestyle before making the leap. Which of these cities surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more real talk about where to live, subscribe. Because here at Dan Newell Travels, we cut through the hype and show you the moves that matter.